This is gonna be one sketchy ride down.
Hi, internet.
Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Hey, Happy New Year. Guess what? Ibis came out with a new bike. It happens to be a bike that people have been scream typing at Ibis to make for the last couple of years. I'm excited about it. And of course, we're talking about the new Ibis Ripley AF. That's right, the AF version of the ever popular Ibis Ripley. It's 120mm travel in the rear, 130 travel in the front, although I'm doing 140. Trail bike, it's sort of the everything bike. This one is made out of aluminum, just like their Ripmo AF version. Aluminum front, aluminum rear. Also, it is a degree slacker than the Ripley, so that's good. That's good, yeah. I mean, I'm filming this a few weeks before release date, and at the time they don't have a name for this color. And it looks on camera, and from the photos that I saw before I actually had it in my hands, it looks just like, I thought it was gonna be just like the silver from the Ripmo AF, but it's not. It's actually more of like a gunmetal kind of thing. It's a darker gray. Beth has her AF in the garage, I'll show you that, but I also have this one here I can compare it to. This is a Star Destroyer gray from the Carbon Ripmo, oh geez. Gonna break them before I even build it. Super, super nice. And you know, the little highlight gray bits on this one is actually very, I'm not supposed to show you that one yet. So I'm really excited for this bike because what this bike means is more people than ever discovering how good these Ibis bikes are and the suspension platform. This bike starts at $3 grand. And a really, really nicely spec'd bike for 3,000 bucks is pretty incredible for what you're getting here. So pumped about that. Like with the wheel size and the travel that it has front and rear and the suspension platform it has, it really kind of is the do-it-all trail killer. I'm really pumped to try this because you know what? I have never once in my life owned a trail bike before, which sounds pretty weird to say, but I have truly only ever had like mega cross-country hardtails or masher enduro bikes or downhill bikes. Never a trail bike in my life. I went straight from 60mm head shock to 160mm fork and dual suspension enduro bikes. Like I've never had anything in between, so really pumped to get this thing built up. And I think we should do that right now. Try these out for the first time on this bike. Ceramic brake pads. Not a bad day. It's cold though. So Jason's gonna join me. You might remember Jason from, well, yeah, you were on the heli drop. What's the panorama trail? Hopeful together a couple years ago. Oh, and the one and only normal dude bike check video that I ever made. Remember that?
Yeah. Is it? It's not released yet?
No, Tuesday. No pictures, no pictures. Okay. Oh yeah, conditions are good. Up and up and up on a trail called FYI. Okay, so far, what I've noticed is that when I'm seated pedaling, feels like I'm locked out. It feels amazing. And yet, well, it's that DW thing. It feels like it's locked out on the pedal, while at the same time it's conforming to the ground. So that's pretty sweet. Winter biking's fun, right?
Oh my God.
Got a nice rut going on right down the center. Oh, that was a grip. Whoa. Oh, that was sick. I love riding this stuff because it really just kind of hammers home what you need to do in all corners, and that's Get your braking done early, and do not brake through the corner, or at least not very hard. You try and brake through a corner through this stuff and you are washed out immediately. Going for the XL instead of the L means the only difference is I just push my saddle forward on the rails a little bit and it's dialed. I'm 6'1", I think. That's about 184 centimeters.
All this nature.
So much nature. My face is cold. Whoa, big rut. Yeah. Still not at the top, by the way. Whoa! Damn it. That's how easy that can happen. With these tires, you just touch the sides even a little. You're going down, sir. Whoa. Okay. That's beautiful. Holy smokes, it's stunning out here.
Hi, Internet. How's it going?
What was that you were saying about winter riding before?
Awesome.
This is gonna be one sketchy ride down. We made it. We made it. You did real good. What a way to enter the world, hey? Don't worry. Things aren't always like this. Oh, look, I even booted it right in the face when I crashed. Oops. Oh, bike feels good. Everybody's braking hard before the corner. You're just at the scariest part. You dive into a rut. Kind of like that. Okay. Okay. Mega rut. Stay in the rut. Stay in the rut. Oh, the bike's feeling really good though. Like, compared to the other bike I was just riding, this feels so much power, so much more power transfer when I'm stepping on the pedals. And yet, at least so far in these conditions, I don't feel like I've lost anything by having less travel. That was super sketchy, but also pretty fun. My face is frozen, I can't talk. Oh, whoa, conditions are a little better. Just gotta lean that bike. Yeah, I really think this is just, these are the kind of bikes that the world needs right now. Like, great quality, high-tech bikes made in a way so that more people can ride them. Nothing wrong with higher end bikes, of course, but to have the same ride quality, pretty much the same ride quality for like some $7 grand less than some of those high end bikes out there. Come on. Oh, I love this part. Woo! If only I could really express and show how slippery all this is. Whoa, that was awesome. Despite being pretty cold, suspension's working great. Oh God. Oh God. Okay, that was really fun. Whoa. Icy wood. Whee! Oh, no dab, no dab, no dab. No dab. Hey. Whoa. Whoa. It's so squirrely. Heyo. Wow, that was sick. Lean the bike and not yourself. Okay, first ride report. A little bit of a different first ride than I'm used to and what you're used to. I'm sure on this same day there's gonna be videos put out by, you're gonna be seeing Jeff Kendall weed manual it for 37 minutes straight. You're gonna see it maybe in the back of Brian's van as he puts more pins on a map or something. But here we are in the Canadian Rockies. I'm glad to be here. Look how beautiful it is. It might be cold, it might be winter, but come on now. It is incredible. Anyways, first ride report, Ripley AF. As I was saying on the trail, the Geo's almost exactly the same, other than head tube angle, as my Ripmo. And in fact, this very specific one should be about 65-degree head tube angle. So actually, nearly the exact same Geo as the Ripmo. And so just with less travel. But I would say the biggest takeaways for me with the bike would be that despite having less travel, I didn't feel like I lost anything by having less travel. Like it was still really, this thing is driving me nuts. I probably look ridiculous too. All right, we're gonna change this. Hold on, one sec. Ooh, hey, shout out to their local bike shop here. They really helped get this bike together. I needed brake split and stuff. Thanks, fellas. Normally 130, 120. Mine is 140, 120, which I found a lot of people with the carbon Ripley did as well. I'm definitely gonna keep it at that because, well, why not? Yeah, so the pedaling efficiency was really, really great on it. I was very impressed, as I knew I would be. Again, this is my first experience with a trail bike. They changed material, which is nice. So if you're not into carbon, you have an aluminum version. And if you're not into aluminum, you have a carbon version, which is sweet. And totally different price points, from 3,000 bucks for a complete bike, which is crazy. I love to see that, like good quality bikes at those kinds of prices. That's pretty rad. And I wish I had that when I was coming up as a mountain biker in the 90s. Oh boy. First time using the SDG dropper, the Tellus. It went up and down in cold conditions, so that's good. And the remote is the lightest lever that I've ever felt ever. I've got some of the older parts, like I was saying, from my Ripmo, and those all worked as expected. The pads were crazy. I just slapped pads on there, a totally different compound than what was on there, and those just worked and never made a sound and had lots of power. So that's crazy. The only thing that I wish happened on this build was getting the Michelin tires on it with the bike studs. But the bike studs are sitting at the border somewhere and they haven't gotten here yet. So as soon as those come in, I'm gonna put those on. I think this thing is gonna shred even harder, so stoked for that. It was great to get out there with Jason, get out for a quick ride, and see how this thing handles. So hey, thanks for watching. Thanks to Ibis for sending this bike out. And thank you to all the other sponsors that really put in the time and effort to get stuff to us on time so we can get this out on the trail. It was just in the nick of time. And yeah, thank you for watching. Go and check out our Instagram account. I'm gonna be posting some cool stuff there, some really sweet shots of the bike, how I made those shots, some Photoshop wizardry. And yeah, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Apparently only like 20% of our viewers are actually subscribed. Go ahead and hit that little subscribe button. Helps us, helps you, so you can see our next video. And the next video should be a ski bike video, so that should be fun. Have a great week. Go check out the bike. The link is in the description below. So are all the other parts on the bike. And we will see you in a few days. Cheers, everybody.